Okay, I'm going to take a quick look at the Nasdaq 100 futures. Right now we're red in the futures. If we look at all the indexes, we're pretty much all red across the board. US dollar showing a little bit of strength. Oil is down, which is notable. Gold holding its ground right now. Silver, platinum, most of the other commodities are down. Canadian dollar is down. Now, can I undo that? I just moved my level. There we go. All right, so right now the Nasdaq is still showing weakness. And if you look back to my last video, it's held that lower daily high pattern now several days in a row. We're getting another lower daily high so far in the Nasdaq 100 futures chart. On the daily, it's trying to hold right around that middle daily Bollinger Band and that 20 exponential moving average. That's the light aqua line. Now, what's interesting is that we're opening this week below that 4-week moving average. It's clearly showing as a resistance thus far on these futures charts. And if you notice, the last time we opened below this 4-week moving average was all the way back on May 24. And otherwise it's held that area as a support, and now it's acting as a resistance. So I do see it as a temporary short-term red flag over here. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Nasdaq pull back towards this area within the next couple weeks or so to retest this area as a potential support area. Bulls definitely want to hold this as a support area because it was a clear resistance area before. It was forming this type of wedge or pennant. I thought it was a rising wedge pattern, but it broke bullish out of it. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get a pullback to test that area as a potential support area. And obviously bulls are going to want to hold that for sure, because if they start breaking below, then it could be a big fake out. And that wouldn't be good. On the monthly, we're getting an upper wick of profit taking on the monthly, a little overextended from the red line, the 4-month moving average. Hourly was a little bit oversold, but not very oversold. Possibly trying for a double bottom here in the futures chart, or it could be a little bit of a bear flag. What you want to see is you want to see a potential gap down tomorrow morning, and then the bulls to come and buy that dip and push this up towards that red line. That would be the first sign of strength that you want to see from the bulls, unless right now the futures are red, but they could go green by the morning, and that could change. If the futures go green, then we're going to look at this area as a potential resistance area for a short or for a sell point in the short term. If we gap down, look to buy that gap down for a short flip potentially. Not too confident in saying that right now. I want to see more data right now. I'm a little unsure. I think that could be a little short-term flip, clear support area back over here. Definitely bulls are going to want to hold this support area back over here, which is around 14,500 on the Nasdaq 100. You can check what it is on the QQQ. And the QQQ, it's 354.42. So if QQQ opens down tomorrow, gap down, potential bulls step in to play defense and defend this support area and get a short-term bounce towards that red line 4-day moving average in the short term. That's what the bulls want to see. And then the bulls will want to see follow through and break the high of this candle and head back up towards all-time highs. What the bears want to see, possibly open slightly in the green, or right around there, and then just sell off, break this support, and then head towards this support to break that as well. That's what the bears will want to see. Right now, I think a gap down could be a short-term flip for a short-term bullish trade. Otherwise, I would kind of just sit out right now and see how it acts around here before making any decisions. Because I do see the bears getting momentum. The volume is here. The bears definitely have some strength. But you could bottom fish around that support level and then see how that plays out over there with a stop loss below to protect yourself from further losses. There's no huge red flags right now on the Nasdaq as far as I could see, but there are some, namely breaking that higher weekly low pattern. This little bit of a reversal candlestick, this fake out above last week's high with an upper wick of profit taking, and now this open below that 4-week moving average and the 4-week moving average as support. So I would be cautious as a bull here, and I would potentially stick more on the bearish side of things at the moment. But let's keep in mind, let me try and not be biased. Let's rid my bias completely, because I do lean bearish in the short term, other than that short-term bounce I said I was looking for. It is a possibility that this could end up being a bull flag on the weekly. Let's not negate that possibility. But for this to be a bull flag forming on the weekly, you really want to see a healthy formation, or a short term. Even short term, it could be a small bull flag. It doesn't need to form that long. But you really want to see a fairly healthy formation for this to be a bull flag. If it just dumps off like this, then it's unlikely it would be a bull flag if it just dumps like that towards this support area. If you see a healthy consolidation down towards this support area, or just this runs like that, that would be a bull flag. But if it just dumps off to there, I wouldn't think that's a bull flag, and that would be concerning for the bulls. But there's no huge red flags for the bulls right now. There's just signs of caution, I would say, in the short term. So exercise caution. We'll take a look, get more data this week, and then we'll make decisions from there. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out my site and check out my Instagram. Thanks.